And begin centering through the breath, breathing in that gold as it streams through your body like a waterfall through the crown, through the brow, through the ears, through the mouth, the throat, the clavicles, the chest, the heart, the lungs. Touching base with the body. Feel it coming down the spine, the shoulders, the trapezius, vertebrae by vertebrae. Releasing tension through the cranial sacrum, through the neck, through the sciatic nerve. Makiras nos notapoya hat sach net neshne matiparas nos notapui. Drawing it down into the solar plex, to the stomach, the psoas muscle, releasing grey with this beautiful golden light. Every breath in, we're going a little bit deeper. Every breath out, releasing undulations of gold as it expands outwards through the multidimensional body. Releasing the charcoal grey, the muddy brown tones. Golden energy spiraling through the vertical channel and around it. As it enters into the sacral, releasing the intestines, releasing the tension within the kidneys. As we allow the consciousness to fall into the divine sacred heart, feeling the weight shift from the head into the heart space, grounding through the breath. As we alleviate the tension, opening through the ranges, drawing in magenta pink into that spiral. As we begin to access the genetic information, in which the tension is attracted to. Opening through the base of the spine, through the root chakra, expanding the wings, as the double helix configuration begins to oscillate and spin. As the gold and pink begin to merge, entering into the earth through the earth star chakra, the spheres at the base of your feet, releasing the grey intonation from the sphere, opening through the white diamond, roots growing through the depths of the earth. As we bring in the white diamond shamrock into the base of the feet, and allowing the shamrock to grow into the crown from the feet, releasing false bridges. Releasing phantom arcs. Kyoto Doros Nusnut Puch Kota Ayanam Namahatabayanes. Sakiris Nisnitiash Netia Parasnas Natapoi, as the white diamond begins to grow around your structure. Geometric sequencing and patterning into the auric field and the auric template. We begin to access the structures and the models of the temple of Isis, of the field of Isis. Building forth the platform and the structure of the divine feminine. We begin to look towards the Venus de Milo, a representation of the feminine in perfection, to understand and compare towards the field model. As the Venus model holds a metal structure around her neck, we begin to work towards understanding the entrapment placed upon her, the control over her voice, almost looks like a dog collar with a chain attached to it. So we're going to go ahead and see what we need to release this, to open the voice of the feminine, to open up this empowerment. Streaming forth the golden platinum pillar of light through the Venus structure. The dodecahedron geometric sequence structure begins to merge through into the throat, opening up the shackles releasing the restriction of movement, dissolving the chain held at the back of her neck. And now we follow this chain to the source of the holder. And there we find a cuboid armchair seated at the hand of the patriarchy. Releasing confinement of the heart. Through the light, through the geometry, the cage begins to open. Take a breath here. Release through the heart. And feel the expansion. Some of you may be tasting metals. Some of you may taste chemicals in this moment. This is the alchemical transfer to the release. of the structure. Let's go ahead and expand those hearts to the width of the world with your intention, and draw in the emerald green as a vortex running through your being, connecting to the earth as she supplies purification of the white diamond dust, connecting into the heart. Some of you may feel pulsations rising up the spine. And that white connecting up through the source. Merging with the emerald. Just take your time. Feel that natural pulsation, that movement. If you feel aligned to roll and move with it, please do so. So we now bring in the teal turquoise aqua intonation, merging into the spins. Some may find a natural pivot, a turning to the left or to the right. The alchemical symbol of the spiral entering into the heart. Reversing the spiral, reversing the cyclone. Releasing through the lotus intercepts. Through the chakra system. As we come back to the patriarchal structure, the man in the chair, let's raise our size to match this man. And take a good look at him. Releasing resistance. Releasing resentment, releasing anger. Releasing the mental control that had been placed upon you. As we look into the mind, to see the restrictions placed over the right brain. Shattering layers of glass. Bringing in the gold into the cortex, into the hippocampus, illuminating through the synapses, illuminating through the tissue, illuminating through the glands, through the veins, bringing in the aqua to merge with the gold. As we begin to awaken the mental halls of free thought, and within these halls, before me, before you, before us, a fireplace. Above the fireplace sits a picture of the masculine holding intonations of deep dark green, brown, grey, black. And from your heart, we recognize the impingement, the intrusion of control. And from your heart to this picture, begin to shine a light of pink, aqua, and gold through the divine heart onto this picture. Let's see it change. Into rich colors of green, pink, blue, a landscape, and in the central point of the landscape sits the caduceus, and the divine feminine standing on the left side, the divine masculine upon the right side, both holding the wing of the caduceus, holding the hands of each other. Building forth a symbology. The alchemy into the divine sacred heart, merging with the Vitruvian man. As you turn around in this hall, looking up at the ceiling, you notice the ceiling a stained glass made of crystal beginning to illuminate and shine, activating through the colors ruby, crystalline orange, citrine, jade, turquoise, sapphire, fluorite, amethyst, shining into the crystal halls of the mental. Upon the table sits a contract. In this contract are lessons of control, manipulation, destruction. You may go ahead and place this within the fire. And as you do this, Anubis steps forth, placing his hand upon your right shoulder. He places a crystal crown upon your head. cellular structure shifting, changing, geometric sequences recalibrating. Some of you may be feeling tingling over the right side of the head, releasing the control, the over-analytical, awakening the eyes, updating scope, the eyes, releasing old lenses, with the golden light activating through the iris, updating field point perception, updating reality perception. Now, as we meet back at the chair, go ahead and place the caduceus, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, through the central point of the chair. As this structure begins to shift and change, we notice the sand beneath our feet, opening into the desert. With the empowered structure of the Hellenistic statue presenting within the sands of time, updating the fields. Nakia hotorosnus nutpuya hach katatayana atia parasnus noyam namahe sahatia teresneshnet pia otoyene etiata akia hamnama ataprasnutpui shi atoya to otoyene ip pia horosnus nutpu otia au hukun sech net nes mahati parasnat paya at tau huk kuto o namo no oshni itipidis ni ishi autorosno osh po horosno to po ia nya ata yana uto po ya a sakioto to on namo o tipo ia tiras nasnata yana am namo ho ok kosna ach ta ayane ichiate tiras no to po o ya ai nam namo ayatias na asna at po yanti sa kiras nasna ishni itipia hotare. Looking beyond this statue in the background, we begin to see divine architecture building. The castle, updating the divine feminine fields. Integrating the scepter of Helena into the central point of the castle, Kind of looks like a stick with a circle on the top of it with a green emerald through the center of the circle. So the stick is in gold, the circle's in gold, with a crescent moon. Sat within the circle also. And I feel we have finished running sequence. So bring ourselves into the primordial black as a light structure from the source origins. Starlight, source, light, streaming through crown to foot, releasing all that has been released today. And through the master fields, the layers of fields stacked upon top of each other, we begin to stream through the light, the starlight once again, releasing all from the fields that have been cleared today. Taking the overall structure into the solar plexus, rooting, connecting through the heart into the pineal gland, updating localized grids, updating field point references. Begin to seal your bodies in gold. Nakia hotaras nam nasa atayanas. Sahiris nisni yamya atabayuntus nusni ikya. Serisnes nem namayanti shatayanat. And when you feel ready, bring yourselves back. Nakia hotaros nos nutpui. Thank you so much. Infinite blessings to all.